Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, my stomach hurts. Let's just go sit down for a little bit.
With all my recent health scares, the last thing I want to do is freak Toby out.
Are you gonna put in there that I do crystal meth all night long?
You said that. I did. Back it up. You absolutely said that. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're crazy. Okay,
we talked about maybe trying to work on things. They actually like living under the same roof.
It's really bad for you and your sobriety. I think it's really bad for...
That's what I'm worried about. This could be the biggest mistake ever.
Being married to a rock star comes with a few downsides.
Secrets.
He was never there.
Alcoholism.
adultery.
On the other hand, you develop some unique coping mechanisms.
Divorce party.
Taking out the trash and new beginnings.
Oh my God. Starting over.
Take Athena, for example. She used to cope by internalizing all the crap in her life, then washing it down with gallons of booze.
Take that off, let's roll.
Thankfully, the booze part is gone.
She can't take a shot. She's sober.
But the crap part, well, that's still hanging around, like an irritating house guest. And that's why Athena's hanging around Bobbie's place.
So I get back from Louisiana, walking into my apartment building, and there's Athena holding up the walls.
Hey,
What are you doing? Like, what's up, dude?
how was your trip?
Good.
Sorry, I'm spacing out. I've been here for a while.
Like, what the hell are you doing here? Oh my God. Nova! Newbie! I scared her. What are you doing here?
I don't know where to start. I could start with my health or James. Yeah, James.
It's okay to have a drink now and then, okay? Rehab is for losers. I ain't gonna do it.
We go to a therapist, he promises two things, not to drink and go to a meeting. We get home, he does a complete opposite. He drinks and doesn't go to a meeting. He slept like 20 out of 24 hours. And he every day. And then he wakes up and drinks and then
For the
passes
4
back
hours?
to sleep. It's like, I'm just watching the guy die. I don't want to come home anymore, and I feel like every time I leave, now it's on my shoulders, and it's making me sick, physically sick. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is vomit.
Why are you vomiting every day from anxiety?
Well, because I have other stuff going on too. I just had an MRI done. And now I'm waiting for the test because I've been like sick, like vomit sick, and my stomach hurts.
You can afford to go through that again. Move out.
I have to.
If you think that'll work, then I think you should do it.
Well, something's gotta give.
If it doesn't work, ultimately you tried. You did your last ditch effort
Exactly.
to help him,
That's
and
my
that you cared.
final thing.
Okay, I think
You know,
that's
because
good.
I've said it to him. I go, man, it's either rehab or get out. And he's like,
I would like a bottle of Jack Daniels.
You're honest with me about drinking today? This is no environment for me to be in. It's no environment for our kids to be in. No. This is not what I was promised. This is a mess. I just start to think back to a few years ago, the stuff that he was saying about Janie, and he's not far behind him.
That sucks, dude. I always felt that he didn't have his alcoholism under control. It's still upsetting. I feel sad. We have a daughter together. She's still not over it. I have a lot of regret when he reached out to me and asked to move in with me and come stay with me. He's asking to rent the back room of my apartment.
Oh, hell
No! He clearly needed somebody that he could trust or rely on, that he knew cared about him and would be there for him, and I said no.
Yeah, but
I feel
came to
really
you.
bad about that. I still do.
Yeah.
I think he would still be alive, probably. I don't know. So, question then. Have you been drinking?
Athena's ex, James, has a drinking problem. Everybody knows that.
God, that's good stuff.
Here's what we don't know.
Have you been drinking?
I drank with him once.
You can't afford to drink right now. I don't want the same thing that happened to her that happened to Jane. I don't want to have to bury my friend. You know what? You were with him for a really long time. You guys have kids. You wanted to believe what he was saying was true, and maybe it was, and maybe he couldn't do it. But maybe you realize that now, and it's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for the kids, and you can't be the person standing by idly trying to help him along. Like, it's not your job.
I don't want to anymore. I'm not prepared or even capable to deal with this kind of drinking.
I'm having Bobbie come to my office today to discuss her clothing line that she liked to do.
Cute, 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 cute.
Bobbie, get in here. We gotta go over your bodies.
Okay.
You know what? Your boobs shrunk. Oh my God, I'm just now noticing.
Because I've lost weight.
Yeah.
I started doing, MC Hammer moves.
Bobbie may have issues, but unlike Athena, sharing isn't one of them.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to say it's one issue I sometimes wish she did have?
The challenges to having a business meeting with Bobbie is that she doesn't always come on time.
Let me call my partner though and see if she is close.
And that she likes to talk about her relationship rather than business.
How was Louisiana?
It was different.
How is it being with Blue that long of a time?
It wasn't that long. She only left after one day.
You're kidding. Why? That ticket was expensive.
Josh ended up showing up.
What the Are you kidding me right now? You're back with that loser?
No way.
I think that she kind of maybe got off-put by that a little bit.
It's no fun being the third wheel, dude.
No, but I included her. Of course, it's not like we're
Were
all...
you guys like, yeah, you were. I
No,
told you,
we
yes, you
were.
totally were.
Oh yeah, you definitely were.
We can make the beds into bunk beds and have activities.
Oh my God. Yay! Then, at dinner, sometimes it kind of feels like a production. Oh my God, what?
Okay, wait, slow down. Slow down.
What's that?
Everything is just, it's like all, it's...
Well, look, we both know that she is very dramatic.
I just don't know what's real because there's been times in the past where I don't know what's fabricated, completely made up, or real.
But we all enjoy the story.
Is it like a lie?
It's not a lie. It's bent, maybe to the right or to the left a little.
Sharise is the one who told us all of these things. The Dallas Cowboy thing, the dentist thing. She's the one who told us all this stuff, and now she's backpedaling. If a person gives too many details during a story tell, their elaborations are lies. Sharise is not a dummy. However, I will say she is gullible.
So let's just give her the benefit of the doubt.
That's no problem, except for this one thing.
What?
The Christopher Akin things, the Blue Lagoon dude.
Yeah, okay, but listen. I am one of these people who I can't remember everybody I dated too. Like somebody I dated like once or twice.
I don't know, I think that's bizarre. Sometimes I just want to knucklehead you because you just don't even know. I know if I dated you or not. I wrote a book about it. There's a lot of guys to talk about. I remember everything. I'm just curious sometimes if you're just completely...
I'm a trusting soul.
Sadly.
Well, I suppose Sharise can stick her head in the sand as deep as she wants. Unfortunately, Athena doesn't have the same luxury, which is why she's seeing
Come on in.
this guy.
I'm meeting with Bob Forrest. He's an alcohol counselor. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Sure.
He's helped a lot of friends get their lives back together, and I want him to help me with James. Maybe he can help.
I was just like your husband, so don't give up hope.
That's right, Bob Forrest isn't just a counselor. He's a musician and recovering alcoholic. He sings with LA rock bands The Loneliest Monster and The Bicycle Thief. Not to mention he helped his good friend Anthony Kiedis of the Red Hot Chili Peppers get clean.
When he gets on his roll, he will sleep probably 18 hours and drink the rest.
He has to either stop drinking or he's gonna die. You gotta not argue with him, which you've probably done, and you gotta like start to stop the dance. Well, it's called detach with love. So you can't stop loving somebody no matter how much of an asshole they are.
Yeah, well, we're no longer married. We're divorced.
I know, but you're living together.
Yeah.
See how crazy that sounds?
I don't know. I hear it back and I just don't even get it. I feel like if I leave, it's always on my mind now. What if he dies while I'm gone? I feel like almost like I care, but I'm sick of having the burden.
It's a harsh reality, right? But how miserable can you stay watching somebody die anyways? And you've told them 1,000 times you don't want this.
Big time.
So you gotta not engage with it. Like, listen, when the lease is up, I'm moving out of here.
I don't think I'm strong enough to take this level on. He is gonna die.
Yeah.
You know?
Athena knows she can always go to Bobbie with any problem.
Anytime.
But when that problem happens to be James Kotek,
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
it's time for something next level.
Bob Forrest has been in the music scene forever. He's a respected alcohol counselor.
I had a very good friend who's passed away, who's a singer of a band, Janie. Want to hear the greatest thing this guy said, and he passed away last year? He said, you know, Bob, I would play for free. They should just have to pay me for the other 22 hours. That was the greatest line. I was like, yeah, like what kind of life is that?
Right?
Where you're just drinking around the clock until you kind of sober up to play and then get drunk until you pass out. I loved that guy, man. And I talked to him for years. Like, you're gonna die. And he's like, no.
Yeah, and Janie would actually try to get sober.
Yeah, no.
See, James is not even trying.
Yeah.
He thinks rehab is for losers. He will say it. No, it's not for losers. You know what's for losers? Staying drunk.
That's a shot.
Losing your family. Embarrassing your family. Humiliating yourself. That's for losers. Getting help, it's the farthest thing from a loser. I just think I want him to be okay.
So you can move on.
So I can go.
I know.
I just want to see him well.
Conversations with Athena rarely get this heavy, but when they do, she usually needs to lighten things up afterwards.
It's time to laugh, it's time to get stupid, and it's time to find a boyfriend.
Now, are you looking for a lot of power or something a little bit?
She's the expert.
Huh? I've never been in a store like that.
Oh, wow.
This one does
one's
all
tightening.
the work for you.
Oh,
What?
that's like a boyfriend.
Oh, remote control. Does it come with instructions? Or do I just figure it out? It's not like I can't figure it out. I know kind of what goes on.
Is that a lipstick vibrator?
It is designed to mask ones, so you can keep it concealed.
So
right in
if you
your
go
purse.
through, security check at the airport, they don't know what it is.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Right? Bring it anywhere.
This is one of our most popular ones.
Is it?
Yes.
I can't turn any of
So
these
Oh,
off.
he's all going crazy.
Yes, you have the external stimulation, internal, this rotates up against the G spot.
This is
All right,
this is
choose
a
one.
life-changing moment. So
They're all
you have
good.
to Like,
There's no bad choices here.
this is a big deal, especially people who know me. This is a big deal. This is like buying my first car. I'm gonna go with this one.
That one?
Only because it looks cool, too.
Okay.
Now, don't try to call me
For a week.
for a week.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Nobody to argue with and awesome.
I'm coming to get you.
Is it just me, or is Sharise a little too comfortable in this store?
All right, I'm gonna get a whip and then let's get out of here. I have some skills. I have learned how to crack the whip. I'm gonna spank you and I'm gonna tickle you. Who's
Is that me? It's Carrie again. See,
Are
I
you
don't
responding
know
to her?
I don't know. No, I haven't replied
Because we
at all.
blackballed her. You know that, right?
Sharise always looks for the best in people.
Not everybody's perfect.
I mean, she puts up with Kirk, right?
You're looking very dapper today, Daddy.
She finds Blue endearing.
Cheers. Cheers to besties. To besties.
But some people just make it a little too challenging.
Who's
Is
that?
that me? It's Carrie again.
Ah, Carrie, you remember her. Blessed with an unforgettable laugh. And a gift for alienating just about anyone.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're crazy!
Athena, can we get together? I feel bad about the other night. Will you meet me, please? Sometimes I say too much.
You said it! It's semantics. It's seriously
You
the
just
same
said I
exact word
said
in a
it, and I
different way.
didn't say it. You
said it.
No working on it. That's what she said last time. She's like a broken record. Why is she texting Athena and not me? She told big fat lies about me, not Athena.
Well, duh, I mean, the logic is simple. Carrie could tell Sharise how bad she feels. But Sharise would be more moved if it was Athena telling Sharise how bad Carrie feels.
Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a middleman. So I decide to meet Carrie and bring back up. Carrie won't like it.
Hey. Ooh.
What's up?
I think I should sit there.
I wasn't expecting to see you, Sharise, but I'm
Yeah.
happy you're here.
Yeah.
Funny, she doesn't sound too happy. Doesn't really look it either.
So why are you texting her?
Well, I should have gone to you straight, but I have just a weird sense of humor. And, you know, I often say inappropriate things and
Like lies?
well, wait, I joked, oh, she's doing meth. Like, that's something I would do to my friends. And after interviewing you guys for the article, like, I really felt like we bonded. I was really joking. Of course, I don't think she's on meth. She's beautiful. She looks great. She's not missing any teeth, like, for real.
But then you said that.
No, that's where we got confused because I was yelling.
You were basically saying she's lazy, and I tried to lighten the mood.
I was saying that you said she's up all night and sleeps all day. That's what I was trying to say. And I was saying that you insinuated something worse going on.
Oh my God, this chick. She talks so much. So much.
And I just ran with it. That's what I was
Bobbie said, why are you saying that I'm on meth? And then you looked at me and you said that.
Sharise is scrappy. That's my nickname for her. She loves a fight, especially if she thinks she's right. Now, Carrie says what she has to say, but she keeps saying it and saying it and saying it.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's like you're
But you know what?
backtracking.
But it's okay. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna backtrack.
Between the two, I swear to God, I thought I was sitting between two chickens. We know you didn't mean it. Just forgive her and let's move on. We've known each other over 25 years. We say whatever we want to each other, and we get it. Like, I can
That's what I'm
call
saying.
her
It was-
anything I want, and it's cool.
That's what I'm saying. It was
Because
inappropriate.
we know
I
that
know.
we're kidding. Like, we just don't know you that well.
I know.
So it just did not come off funny.
I know.
By the way, did you say that you were the only one married to a real rock star?
Stop! It's calming down. Let it.
No, I said I was the only one not married to a rock star.
That's not the way I heard it.
I'm the only one that was married to a real rock star.
Because I actually said the opposite.
Oh, you should
I
talk
said
to
the
her.
opposite.
You know what I want to do?
please.
Are you kidding me? That's the funniest thing. Like, Vince Neil's one of the biggest rock stars of all time. I definitely said the opposite of what Blue said. She was like,
I'm starving. Can we eat?
honestly, it's been a really hard, like, last few years having to still deal with, like, you know, the awful thing I went through with my ex-husband. I just thought that you guys, you know, would understand and, like, I could talk to you about it.
There's no crying in ex-wives. You want to be in the club, you gotta get a thicker skin.
You have 2 marks on your permanent record.
Oh, no.
And 3, you're choked. You've said your piece. I've heard you. Doesn't mean I forgive you, because I've got a hot French guy talking to me right now, and he's more important. What's your name? Lorenzo.
Nice.
You're my favorite.
Today was good and bad. Today I got Mr. Pinky, then went to lunch with Sharise and Carrie, and I'm ready to wind down, seriously, and just ready to chill out. And eat some licorice.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Toby.
So I got off the phone with Tyler, and he wants to do something fun together with family.
He wants to hang out with us?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool. That's like a nice guy. He could come over here too, though.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, with Dad, and when he's drinking and stuff. He's just unpredictable. He could either be really nice or just, like, weird.
I don't blame her. I really don't. Oh, don't mind my dad, he's drunk. Hang on, Tobes. Hello? Oh, okay, cool. The results of my MRI are in.